Alrighty. It's Slayin. Sorry if there's anyone hopping in here. Let's get the music going. I apparently set the wrong start time on the stream. Oops. I apparently set it for 2 hours off. Somebody messaged like, hey bro, what are you doing here? It happens. Hopefully that doesn't mess everything up too bad for everybody. But double check my brain here. Just remember what I'm doing. I think everything's all set, right? Kubitsky, what's going on? Mom, yo, happy Sunday. Hopefully you're doing great, Mom. Just getting to work here on a Sunday morning, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Haven't played this one too much. Gotta remember how, yeah, easy peasy, we get it back up and running again. Hopefully you're doing good, Kubitsky, over on Twitch there. Boy, I wish these were all, I said this the other day too, but I wish these were all up in one area, either all on the inside or the outside. Viv, feel bad for Josh Allen. Kind of, yeah. I mean, he did not do the things he needed to do, huh? He single-handedly had, what, 3 turnovers? So, yeah, I kind of feel bad for him. It's unfortunate that he did not play well in a game when he needed to play well. And a lot of them were not, like, good defensive plays. They were just him playing badly. At certain points, that is. Wait, where did all my potions go? I have not been using potions at all. Don't matter. But yeah. Unfortunate. I mean, either team, I don't dislike either one of the teams, so. Kind of fine by me, I guess, but. I was thinking too, I might go ahead and maybe get my mercenary set a little bit differently. I might go ahead and like Kira's guardian angel, my boy Hasid or whatever his name is. See how much that might aura would help out with kill speed at all. I want to do that right now off the bat here. Why don't I do it right off the bat? So it would be not Budget Caster. I feel like it's got to be up here near the top, right? Not Boots, of course, Dum Dum. I feel like helmets were in here too for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, why did I do that? We got some helmets. 70 Kira's, but I never put anything in it. I don't think it really is going to matter much, to be honest. The Kira's guardian angel. That would lose all life leech though too, wouldn't it? Unless I don't want to put a Reaper's Toll on because it's got the cold damage. Hubby, welcome in. Because usually I would go Reapers, but what other weapon has life leech but doesn't have cold damage? Bone Hue with Ammon rune in it? Ammon? Armors. There we go. EJ, welcome in. Yeah, the Broncos starting Jarrett Stidham coming up. I know, right? Ooh, Ethereal Templars on my Merc, maybe, huh? It helps in some way. I can't think of why, but it would. Just kidding. Yeah, we'll go Ethereal for the show. Doesn't have nothing in it. I could socket it up. I probably should at some time, but go for it. Let me look at some. I thought I feel like I have a Bone Hue with a Shale and an Am in it. Let's see if I can find it. I would love to use an Ogre X too, huh? Double held. Nothing. Ethereal, 800. I could take this ethereal one and put an am and a shale in it. Attack super fast. He gets the life leech. Kind of want to. I think I'm gonna do it for the funsies. I mean, I could always just use a hell rune to zap them out. It's no big deal, really, right? So let me double check the other ones just in case I did something like this already, just to kind of not have to worry about it. EJ, I forget if I shouted you out already. How did I forget already? I don't know, but shout out EJ once again. Welcome in, Not Mike. Melee 4, maybe. You couldn't. Ooh. Darth Moeller said couldn't get Diablo on his Sork, so he made a Barb and just steamrolled him, huh? Huh. Yeah, I find Sork much easier, so that's kind of surprising. It's just different play styles or whatever, I guess. Because obviously a Barb, you got to be right up in his business. Sork, you can just teleporter on the outside, dropping like a blizzard on him. Double Shield for extra fast attack speed. Yeah, okay, we'll take that one and put a shale and am in and make it happen. George says first. George, far from first. I've been on for 20 minutes already. Welcome in, though. All right, now I need little rocks. Not big rocks. I need regular rocks. Not Mike says, daunting to restart playing single player, huh? Am I blind? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could kind of see that, but it's also brand new adventure, right? Enjoying the golden trap. No, I almost just want to stop picking it up, to be honest. I hate gold. I hate gambling on this game. It's like a waste of time. A complete waste of time, pretty much. Especially single player. Like, just, it's so boring, I guess is the main thing. It's so boring. To me. I know everybody else loves it, so. But most people don't like well done tofu. Some people don't like... Yeah, that was a bit of a joke, but... let's make a little room. I'll do it right here. So we're going to go shale am, I guess. Get faster attack. And life leech. Don't really need the insight anyways. Here's Guardian Angel for the bazillions of resistance. So even if there's a conviction aura, he should be fine, hopefully. We'll find out. What all do we got over here? Oh, that's gems. I kind of ran out of room. Max damage I didn't need. MF charms I decided I wasn't going to use. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Latz's big day. Why is it a big day? The playoffs for NFL or something else? Going on Smolps. Rise and grind. I wouldn't go that far. I guess it depends where you're at in the world, huh? But yeah, it's like 11 o'clock. It's like almost lunchtime where I live, so. Yeah, I feel like it does feel noticeably faster with the might, even more so than I thought it would be, and it is, so. I was just too lazy the other day to even try it, to even see, to be perfectly honest. I was like, okay, this is taking too long. I just want to go out and slay some monsters. Yeah, that was definitely the play. The bone hue, for sure. Best rune drops from Trav so far? I got a Sur rune and then some mids and stuff. Only high rune I got so far was a Sur, but it's only been I've only done Trav for a few hours so far. George loves you can get a blade talon to try to get a GG claw. Oh, yeah, I'm just the most thing is just the gambling is so boring to me. It's so boring to me. So personal preference, I suppose. Some people find LK insufferable. You know, I personally don't like running cows over and over and over again, but other people would rather, you know, so. Boy, Merc with his ethereal bone hue just wrecking that Ogre axe. Dude, love to see it. The goat setup right there. The goat. Oh, almost misses unidentified J-Mod. Oh, maybe next time. Darth Moeller talking about taking out Diablo. He said his Barb buffing up his Merc was kind of the big difference maker, it sounds like. Okay, yeah. Probably at that point, you're probably, would you have battle orders at that point? I think so, yeah. Maybe. All that kind of stuff. Starting Act 5. Not huge, I guess. Act 5 in normal, I guess that's a good spot to, like, if you're on single player, you can bump up the players count, hit Eldritch, like P8 Eldritch over and over again. Super incredibly easy. And you can, like, level up in no time. So you can easily get to... I would just say, at minimum, don't go do... whatchamacallit. What are those three dudes? I forget what they're called. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Whatever those three guys are that you spawn up and have to take out, make sure you're at minimum 24 when you do that, but even a couple higher isn't too bad. I don't know why my brain's melting. Too early. More coffee. Yeah, everyone's like ancients, you dum-dum. Exactly. George is still sitting on a perfect bracket for the playoffs, huh? Congrats on that. I feel like all the teams so far have one that I thought would win, kind of, sort of. Buffalo and Denver, I guess, was one that was like a coin toss, but I think, anyways. But yeah. So Fishaholic, welcome in. Yeah, Sunday Slayin. Yeah. Sunday morning video games, super cool, super cool. Crazy Shark, welcome in. Just made an Ethage Captator. Death, not perfect for my Fury Druid. So much fun, you say, huh? Congrats on that one. Congrats on that. Good old Death Decapitator. Semi-expensive, semi-not expensive. Pretty powerful. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I missed a jewel back there? No way, Desi. That's impossible. I never miss anything. Whoopsie. Enigma on single player. Congrats on that one, Funky Phantom. Said you got a Sir from LK to set you over the edge and being able to get it. Congrats on that. Oop, missed a guy inside. Merc took him out, no problem, because he's sick. I wonder how it would go. I'm going to bump it up for the next run. Right now, I've just been doing P1 out of laziness, but I'm completely full of gold. Son of a biscuit. I might just have to go gamble here just to get rid of all this gold real quick, which I'm going to do right after this run, actually. Kill speed seems faster than a regular Whirlwind Barb. It might be. Especially now that I just bumped it up. I was rocking no Mercenary before, but I decided to go Kira's Guardian here. Ooh, Ethereal Bone Hue. Get the Life Leech. Slappage. Legendary. No matter where you gamble, am I right? What you buying? What you buying? What you selling? Boy, I need to make some room in here. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. All right, I need to clean out one of these pages so I don't get my charms all mixed up. Yeah. Thailand in November. Enjoy. No, I'm not coming with you, but thank you for the offer. Kind sir. Griffin's eye from gambling. You can, yes. It's very, very unlikely. People have done it during the gambling days for the 22 Nights of Terror in previous years. And you can gamble at other times too. But... Oh yeah, I was going to compare this to one I have here. So it's 27.7 DR. So it's 1 more percent, but the mana leech is a little lower. We'll go with the 1 higher percent, I guess, and the 1 less magic damage. I don't know. They're pretty much the same. So they're essentially the same. This is belts, boots, gloves, right? For you here, I guess. Go like this. We really need to go to the charm, guys. That's the biggest thing. I don't know what I'm going to do, though. I don't know if I'm going to do rings right now or what, but... Are monsters in E8 8 times the health for 8 times the reward? No, it's not 8 times. So they do have... Every level difficulty you go up, Darth Mauler. Every difficulty you go up, they get 50% more health. So from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, it's 50%, 50%, 50%. The drops don't go the same way. The drops go up, it's kind of random. I can't exactly tell you, like it goes up exactly this much every difficulty. But the higher you go up, the lower the jump between how much you get is on player's difficulty. Experience also goes up 50%, 50%, 50%, like every difficulty, but not the drops. Boy, I don't remember what all I got over here. Oh wait, yeah, now I got the MF ones real quick, and we'll just deal with that for now. Call it a day. I don't like doing inventory management for like an hour on stream, so we'll just get this and call it a day. Yeah, it's the no drop chance decreasing. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know if I said it right. The no drop chance, like the odds of getting more items, which if you find more items, the more items that drop, the better chance that if an item drops, it is better. So yeah, you'll generally get better items the higher the players count. But from like 1 to 3 is like way better. It's like twice as, it goes from like 30% to like 70% chance of an item dropping. And then from 3 to 7, it goes from like 70 to like 87 or something. So it's drastically, like it scales, you know, I don't know if I'm explaining this perfectly, but you really got to like sit down and like think about the way you're going to say it before. So the charms are all out of here except for these two, but we'll be fine. All right, I just want to make the room so my charms didn't get all mixed up. Nick, welcome in. Yo, yo. So I got to go gamble for a second because I got too much gold, but no news on ladder. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh no, Crazy Sharks 43 still hitting the tower, hitting the Countess, trying to get a soul rune for lore. Yeah, I usually don't even use lore, to be perfectly honest, so depends on your character, I guess. I would honestly, a lot of times I go with like a double tiered helm for the 4 mana after kill, and then later I usually just use that for like ever, or I just take a helmet and plug in some runes to get the resistances that I need, because I don't feel like one to a skill at low levels really helps you out as much as I would like it to. I just move up. Lore, more like snore. Ah, got him. So should I do rings? I mean, I guess rings. Just see what I get, I guess. Sure. I'm gonna scroll over real quick and see if there's any that's good, because I feel like if I sell, then I get in a mode of just like sell, and I don't look at them. Could gamble gloves or something, maybe. I don't know. Nah. Yeah, I guess for a rare ring, I mean, you could always get lucky for something crazy, but... Ink Master. Yo, Marshall Ink Master. Yeah. Nothing here I really care too much about. The main thing is I don't want to waste too much time here. 40 MF ring. I actually never have. I've never found a 40 MF ring before. I haven't identified rings on the regular for literally years though. Let's see if I get one right now then, huh? NFCR, let's go! Oh, it's a little behind chat, isn't it? Yeah, you guys got it. Trust me, I'll show you big goodly if it's anything good. I guess I could jump to the other side real quick. Prepare to have your minds blown. And don't let me forget either. Let's see, double catch here. Get a low-level character, try to get tri-res boots. Interesting. I never gamble boots, and I never really look into it because I don't like it. So that's one that's better off with a low-level character to kind of like shrink down the pool of stuff you can get on it. Okay. Never even thought about it, to be honest. Boy, these rings aren't very expensive, so you can gamble a bunch of them. All garbage. All garbage. I kind of want to gamble something more expensive so this doesn't take as long. I really get bored of gambling. Oh yeah, the bow and stuff. Yeah, I don't much care. I kind of just want to get rid of this gold as fast as I can because I hate gambling. It's boring. Be careful with these ones next. Don't sell my torch on accident. Nope, 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 nope. I remember these Bahamut rings. We were like on my Java design back in the day, trying to keep your mana up using those things. All garbage. Plus skill charms in normal? No. Definitely can't do that. Torches and Annies, you have to beat hell difficulty to be able to even get to go do any of that stuff. See, rings are always bad. Actually, really everything you identify. It's always bad until it isn't. Just like crafting, everything will be terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. The one isn't. Look at confused charges. Let's go. I might just switch it up though. Here in a second. Just cuz. One more thing of rings here. Oh, I'm out of gold already. Okay, that's fine. Boy, if I get really high lightning and fire on a ring, if with like FCR and stuff, but of course, you know, that's how it goes with this kind of stuff. Marty, yo, what's going on? Forgot I took the Geeds out, didn't I? Yeah, I don't really care. I mentioned this like 12 times already. I guess I'll mention it one more time in case new people didn't hear me. I don't really care about this. I just want the gold to go away, to be perfectly honest. I should just drop it on the ground, to be straight up. Because gambling is like pointless in this game. I really hate doing it. It's boring. And you gamble 70,000 things and it takes forever and then you never get anything good. we'll go boots. Of course, you never get anything good until you do get something good, and it's awesome, but the main thing is I just don't like doing it. That's the mainest thing. 40-40. I mean, shop those from a vendor on the playthrough. I'd be ecstatic, I guess. If you're going for an all magic build. Gamble the kite shields. Try to get a J mod from here. Ooh. Sold. That's what I want to do. Oh my gosh, what if I instantly got one? He's so sick. That's a totally. This takes way too long, though. I'm gonna be honest. Really, all you need to look for is just scroll across super fast and see if there's 4 sockets and just try to see them. Look at that block rate. 8 auras. No, I'm joking. Ooh, 2 sockets. Did I have any more gold? I need to gamble a J mod. Didn't know you could get an SOJ. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get any item in the game pretty much from gambling. It's just unlikely for a lot of things. Yeah, they're 100k. Yeah, if I really wanted to try, I could go get the whatchamacallits and stuff, but don't care too much. Go boots this time. Don't want to sell too fast because I don't want to. Oh. 1 ring. How much gold I have left? Alright, gold's gone. Glad we did that. Okay. Back to the matter at hand. At Daddy, never seen an SOJ before, huh? Yeah, they are in fact uncommon. So, oh yeah, I bumped it up to P3 just to see the speed difference of what. See, yeah, you can do it on Players 3. I'm not sure that since a lot of the efficiency, in my opinion, is kind of from the item find skill, and because you don't take them out fast enough, they heal each other. Like that guy just got healed, and pretty much every one of them has been healed so far. At some point, they healed each other. So you have to take each one out twice. I may just leave it on P1 and do it faster on Players 1, I think. Actually, let me look at something real quick. Maybe there's a weapon I could throw on that would... What's that polearm? Concentrate helps out damage, right? Maybe I get more damage. But I don't know if my mercenary is still alive with no leech of any kind. Let me double look or whatever. Rich boy gambled a Mara's once. Yeah, I got a metal grid one time. It's less usable, but more rare, but yeah. Insight. I think it's on a different mule. What's that one hardcore down there? Don't worry about that one hardcore character down there. Yeah, the Chains of Honor will help out. I mean, I don't know how you could not have teleport, though. Oh, yeah, this has freezes target. That's why. So if you want to item find people, you don't want to have freezes target, of course. I thought... I kind of figured that'd be the case, because there's no way I'd be like the one that was like, No one thought of using Pride before? Yeah, that's not going to work out. A rare sausage helm? Cole, you don't say. Not sure what that means, but yeah, that's not going to work. Level 1 fanaticism. I got the beast over there, though. Don't matter. Yeah, fortitude. Do I have the fortitude in here? Maybe I'll try it for a run and just see if it's just like, whoa, that's crazier than Phil thought. Always could be. Fortitude, Chains of Honor. Chains of Honor. What's Chains of Honor have on it again? Isn't that FCR and stuff? Let me try with the fortitude and see how painful. Oh boy, I have to respec. That's boring. Just for the helmet. Great. You know what? Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it real quick. Let me double check here. I went battle orders, those find item stuff. Increase speed. Sure. Good thing about offline single player, huh? Really, too. I wonder if I need... maybe I should just bump up the strength a bunch. What do I need all that vitality for? That's probably... that might even be the play. Because this will increase the damage. I have like 7,000 life. I don't need that. Why don't we just go like 100 into life or something and see what it does? Let's just see. Because you get all this life from battle orders because you don't need any of the things. That's totally the play. Maybe. Increase speed to run faster. I wonder if maybe we don't need to run. Well, we're not going to have teleport, so we need run faster. I got one more point. What did I do with that? I don't know. Iron skin, I guess? I don't know. Oh, I forgot to put 1 point into battle command. Did I really do that? Did I honestly do that? Alright. One more time. Needs to be over like 130 something. That's fine. Dang it. Can't believe I did that. What a dum-dum. Close enough? There we go. Oof. Painful already. Painful already. Wait, what am I missing here? Didn't I just bump the... Unbelievable. I must have had the other weapon on, and then it showed the dex being different than what... The Heart of the Oaks give you dexterity. Gosh dang it. Phil, not smart. Let's put this into 100-ish. The rest in the strength. Okay, one of these times I'm going to be able to do this right. One eternity later. A lot of sausage talk going on while I'm trying to figure this stuff out, so. Well, that's not very much. I thought I'd have more life than that. Why is it dealing no damage again? Oh, that's why. Did I battle order? Like, why is there no... Okay, there we go. Someone said they did about 3,500 life on their wolf barb when they do it, I guess. That's about where mine fell. It worked out. Yeah, this is on players. Well, this guy's a lot slower for some reason, but it's a little bit better than it was before, but I don't know that I like not having teleport. It's actually excruciating painful for me to not have teleport. I'll do a couple more runs just to see. Marty says the Bears. Yeah, we'll see how it goes today for them. See how it goes between them and the Rams. Patrick Peterson, welcome in. Oops, wrong ones. Yeah, I think I'm going to swap out of the Fortitude with the extra Fortitude damage and just go players, like a super fast players 1 instead of a slower here P3. That's not super slow, I guess, but I mean, how many hits is that? 1, 2, they just got healed again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it takes like 6 to 8 hits depending on how much damage you do. Oop, did not mean to do that. Ooh, Ogriax, gotta check that one. Let's see, I'm thinking amulet with teleport on it. Is that a dual Heart of the Oaks for item find? I don't know. Bell Steel? Then you could have Fortitude on. You'd lose life and several percents on item find, but you'd probably be down to like 72 instead of 76 probably. Honestly, I think I'm just going to throw the Enigma on and call it a day. Because I don't even need the respec, because getting more strength will boost the damage up some. You know, so. Let's jump back to the right side now. I think I'm just going to stick with this. And just go with the... Oh boy, what did I just type in? I did not mean to do that. Over here. I think I'm just going to do players 1. Just go faster with P1 and whatever. Barthmas, welcome in. Marty saying them Rams look pretty good. Kinda, yeah. Hey, no, I missed. Oh, he, can I take him out, huh? No good. Get hop out of there. Gluten. The run walk on Enigma 2. Guess that is a good point. OG Dario got his first apartment. Congrats. Hey, all you need is one of those folding camping chairs and a TV sitting on the floor. That's all you need, really, right? For a man to be happy. Lat's looking forward to that Patriots game. Lat's looking forward to the Pats. It rhymes. I wonder how much of my damage would be coming from Crushing Blow, because, like, This is still taking like 4 hits to take these guys out when it was like 5 or 6 on the player's 3 difficulty. Now that I look at it. There is almost like, not literally, but almost like a breakpoint though on Trav monsters because they completely heal each other if you don't take them out fast enough. So there's almost like a, like I said, not a literal breakpoint, but almost like a half breakpoint where like if they have enough time to heal each other or not, and like a pass fail. But yeah, true story, Joseph. Yeah, I did mention it super quick, but it was real quick. But losing that fortitude damage, but getting almost 100 strength. I'm not doing the math, but fortitude probably adds more damage. But yeah, let's do one on players 3 with the setup I got right now and just see. Maybe the fortitude was adding that much money, but you don't know till you see, huh? Marty saying the Broncos losing Knicks. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Nope, that guy's not going to work. Yeah, this is definitely slower than the fortitude damage-wise. Well, no, I don't know. Really hard to say. They're relatively close. I'd have to actually do the math to figure out which one is faster or not, and I don't feel like it. Oh, all these guys over here. Yeah, forget those chumps. Wet Leaf said, hadn't found another high rune since the Sur and LK, huh? Gotta keep plugging away. Sometimes it takes a long time. Being a streamer, I've even gone like a couple of months without finding a high rune. I was mainly holy grailing, so I wasn't like trying to find runes, but usually they just drop randomly, you know, luck-wise, you know. One, two, three, four. Oh boy, he's getting hit up over here. Yeah, I mean, it handles out here no problem, but we're really like splitting hairs, like which one's, you know, slightly faster or not. On 3 or 1, or, you know, calculating in the find item and whatnot. Okay. Old eyes getting harder to decipher what I want to look at or not. George says he thinks the Pats are going to lose big to the Texans, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. Texans good defense. They are without Nico Collins now too. You know, he got a concussion, so. I don't know. Woody Mark's going to steamroll the Pats. Ooh, I almost missed that Ogrima. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, Joseph, there is a good point with the 1-pointed Berserk. I mean, the only thing is because I don't use any of these skills, so I'd have to use 4 points on here, and then in order to take those out, I got to transfer out of Werewolf, which I do anyways, I guess. But then do the 1-point attack. But yeah, Reapers is out of the question, with it having cold damage, of course. So. Can't have cold damage on with a Barb build, pretty much, where you lose the item find skill viability, in my opinion. Thought I seen a unique ammo jump out there, but I don't have the thing open yet. I did. Mara's. Boom! I called it. That's cool. 26. Well, we call that mid plus. That is mid plus. I don't say Mars every time either. I just don't. I knew this one was. I don't say it every time. I just don't. Marty, cut it out. I do not call it every time. Sometimes I say Metal Grid. Sometimes I say Metal Grid. Called it. Ooh, item finded unidentified JMod. Check it first. No. Maybe next time. 3510. Say I call it every time. I do not call it every time. Gee. First time ever. What is that build called? Bill. Werewolf Barb? I guess? Peter? Yeah, I don't know what it would be called on Max Roll or whatever. I'm not sure. Wolf Howl Barb, or the helmet is called Wolf Howl that you have to do it. So. Boy, Merc getting hit up over here. Ooh. I guess. See, someone must have conviction. When your Merc starts getting hit up out here, when he has 470 all res or whatever it comes out to. You know someone's got conviction. Oop, wrong button. $230 on the all res, so someone knocked down at least 50 of his res, like, to get him taking that much damage, you know? George says, Wolf Barb. Yeah, that was my first guess. I don't know what everybody else calls it, to be honest. Never really looked into what everyone else, you know. Barth missed blind squirrels and broken clocks. What about them? I don't get it. They call it one time to be a Mars and they were right? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Happy Lion, welcome in. I got a grief and a, my weapons are grief and a beast for the fanaticism. Any good drops so far, Northeast? That Mars that I just got a second ago was the only thing so far. Oh, just want to see it my mercenary if he... Oh, he's not hitting barely anything now. I guess when it was on P1, he looked like he was doing something, but now he doesn't look like he's doing nothing. Yeah, we'll check it, whatever. For the ever-elusive 6 NATO or something. Can wolves block if you have a shield? I would have to look that up, George. I'm not sure how the blocking goes when you're a wolf, to be honest. Like if it takes into consideration your shield or whatever. I don't know. I don't look into the wolves that much, I guess. Chicken Wang. Been playing D2R for 1,000 hours now. Do I experience burnout? I guess kind of, but I mean, I'm obviously in a different situation than everybody else, so I guess you can kind of part of what obviously I'm chatting with people all the time while I'm playing and stuff, and it is kind of a good way to not quote unquote get burned out or whatever, or make it more fun or whatever. Like if you're doing other things while you're doing it, you know. Don't just sit down in complete silence and, all right, here we go. I'm going to go farm, you know. It's almost like you're 50-50 playing D2 and like hanging out with your buddies, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'd recommend, I guess. Marty says they can block, yes. Marty says, yeah, they do still block with the shield if you're the wolf. So I thought that was the case, but I wasn't sure because I was thinking the survivability out here I didn't remember. It's been a couple years since I played it. Sometimes when I rock a Berserk Barb, I would throw the Storm Shield over here, and I was thinking about if like that would be an option I could grab if I needed to, if that was a problem out here. But with the Wolf Barb, it's not a problem with the huge battle orders, and you swing so fast and you're doing so much 4 to 48% lifesteal. Like, you're fine. You're fine. I don't know, because I'm going to do a few more runs here on P1 with this kill speed of what I currently have now. But yeah, maybe players 3 being a little bit slower. It looks like maybe the extra drop rate from 1 to 3 might be worth it on exactly what I got set it up here. What I got set it up here? You know what I mean. Even though this is obviously faster. But it could just be one unlucky or a lucky run, whatever you want to call it. Boy, the kill speed is just so much faster, though. Is foe pally bad for playing through the game and solo self-found? Well, you're going to come to some places where you can't do literally anything, Mord. So, kind of. It kind of is. Like, you pretty much cannot take out the ancients with foe. I mean, you'd have to have some other method because they're not demons or undead, right? So... I never do that. Usually, you know, you might go... Usually Hammers on a playthrough. I mean, Hammers is just so powerful. It is kind of annoying to play without teleport, but also it does so much damage to the Hammers individually that, like, when you're on Players 1 difficulty, they're pretty crazy. Alright, I think I'm going to bump it up. It looks like the and this is just anecdotally by eye, I feel like the Players 3 speed difference between P1 relative to the amount of items that drop might be worth it to do on Players 3 here, but we'll see. Hammers in the Maggot Lair. Well, the thing at that is, get a teleport staff after normal difficulty. It's tough, I get it, but you can't teleport at that point. But get a tele staff after that, and yeah, teleport the Maggot Lair. You go in the Maggot Lair, you kill no monsters. Just teleport. Cheese the Ancients with an Act 3 Merc. I guess I don't know. I've never seen anyone play through with Fist of the Heavens and cheese the Ancients with an Act 3 Merc before, I guess. So, could be just something I missed, but... Usually with a Merc, I don't know, I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Usually mercenaries end up causing you huge problems when you do that technique because they'll wander over and then the one guy will see him and then teleport and over, and then it ruins everything. But there must be something I'm not thinking of here. T. Joe, welcome in. Yeah, I know Act 3's ranged, but they like wander around, you know? And then they'll like wander forward a little bit. You know, if they just kind of randomly walk around, like... Yeah, one of the Ancients can... the Ancients sometimes can teleport. Especially in Hell difficulty. One of them they can teleport. Or there's the jumpy guy, right? He can jump past that thing if he sees you. I think, right? That's why you gotta stand so far away, kind of like your moat trick in Mephisto. Oh, look at over here. By the way, Marty trying to convince people to moat trick the ancients, huh? I see how it is. Can Barb do endgame stuff? I mean, yes. Barbs can do pretty much everything in the game. You need a different build to do each thing, but like, depends what you mean by endgame stuff. Oopsie, just tried to poach for no reason. Yeah, the first time I ever did the farm torches, I did it with a barbarian. Frenzy Barb with dual lightsabers, and my armor I used was just a treachery. So, Crescent Moon Runewood for Lightsin, or then to Heart of the Oak from Spirit. I mean, usually the Crescent Moon for a Lightning Trap Assassin, yeah. I've used Part of the Oak 2 before, so you could do that, but I feel like nowadays they don't really... Let me see if I can go get some... My potions are all gone for some reason. Optimal strat. I'm bored of this already. Alex will give me some. Eastern Sun mod, the Barb is like a Nova Sork now? Oh boy. Sounds like something I'd really like. Let's grab some regular ones, why not? Okay, that's good enough for now. I just wanted to get some of those. Yeah, it does not sound great, but that sounds like the path of every Diablo 2 mod that's ever made. Because when you base your whole model on changing things all the time, then there has to be some... At some point, you literally have to jump the shark. Like, there's no way to change things all the time and have things be quote-unquote exciting and not jump the shark at some point, you know? Oh, good. No new seasons. Nothing new announced about the new season, though. Smalps knows what's up. Diablo 2 has been so popular, in my opinion, for what Smalps just said there, because they stopped changing it. They did changes to get it in a good place, and they stopped. They almost made Diablo 2 so good by complete accident, because I'm sure if there was more monetization in it and stuff, they would keep changing things to try to keep making it hype. but because there's not monetization in it, they stopped changing it, and they accidentally saved themselves from themselves. Is kind of what I think. Marty, what do you mean about us not remembering D2? Yeah, it was messed up, and they fixed stuff, and they changed this and that, got it in a good place. Maybe you were probably referring to somebody else, but yeah, that's literally exactly what I said. How they changed stuff and made it good, and then they stopped and left it in the good place that it was. But of course, when we say Diablo 2 hasn't changed much, we're talking like in the last 2 decades. You know, we're not talking about, you know, back when I was 8. Now that I'm almost 40. Crazy Shark says D3's in a great place right now. Can't comment too much because I haven't played it in so long. But from what I hear, it's kind of, I mean, some people like it, but it wouldn't be my cup of tea with the, how you just get a full set when a season starts on the first day, from what people tell me. And I'm going off what people tell me. If you like blast the game day 1 in the first like 10 hours or something, you just have like a full set and you have your end game gear ready, and then you just like blast rifts forever and try to get the number higher. Just going off what I have been told by people. So. Oh man, I did just use one of those. So D2R changes some for the worst. I mean Mosaic, yeah. Trying to think what changes you think, Marty. Why is there no items here? What's going on? What changes are for the worst besides Mosaic, you think? I think are too many. They forgot to add a loot filter. I mean, I'd be on board with loot filter. This is true. So yeah, it's not absolutely perfect. This is true. Diablo 2 is not absolutely perfect. Yeah, Gluten says they took a step back with Mosaic. I cannot disagree with that. That's for sure. Sunder Charms, no good. Portal delay. Yeah, I mean, that is a thing. That is such a minuscule thing that most people, if you're not trying to spam farm Anya or something, or trying to spam shop at Charcy or something like that, nobody notices that except for like the highest end players that are trying to spam shop pretty much. Dang, dude. I keep getting healed. Terror zones? Terror zones are, in my opinion anyways, that's all opinion here, of course, by the way, but I think they're both, like, better and worse than things were before. So I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but I think they're both better and worse than it was before. But the thing is, mainly too, I do want to, Marty, one thing I want everyone to make sure they remember too about this. My opinion's always right, and everyone else is always wrong if they disagree. So I just want to make sure you guys remember that. Everyone's entitled to their own wrong opinion, I guess, though. So, oh yeah, this is true. This is true. I'm just kidding, of course. It's just one of my funniest jokes I like to say. Woo! Almost too carbonated. My cherry limeade. What melody's playing? So, it's me again. Link at the bottom of the description to the guy's YouTube channel if you want to check him out. This is the songs from his metal and moderncore, metalcore and modern playlist, I believe, or heavy metal playlist. Excuse me, heavy metal playlist. Barthmas, I'm not sure which part of that is, how much, if any of that's a joke or not, but you say you act like Mosaic's OP. Not easy to get. It's not as easy as getting Mosaic, or getting Enigma. I mean, Enigma is much more difficult than getting Mosaic. Like, factors of 5 or 10, like... What? Stop! What? Jeez, they healed that guy 3 times. What a bum. Every time I think that players 3 or 1 is better than the other based upon how many drops I see, then the next like 5 runs in a row I do, it looks like there's less items, you know? Because just like the randomness of even the no drop chance and stuff. Or like I'm probably running around picking up the gold when I'm not paying attention. And then like other times there's less gold and more other items that drop, so it's like looks like more stuff. We'll try whatever. I don't always identify armors, but sometimes I do. Oh, where was I? Where was I? Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. How do you keep Ubers from healing on a Javazon, huh? Oh boy. I never really ran Ubers on a Javazon, so I guess I can't really help you too much. Yeah, Darth Muller, what Crazy Shark said there is accurate. Yeah. Sepultura, I've heard of them, Akira. I've never really listened to them much at all, though, so... Never got into Path of Exile 2, Cult Saga. I just play Diablo 2. I don't play other games really much anymore nowadays. Trash saying Buffalo chokes again. I don't like saying that, but I mean, is that a choke? I'm not sure. The rough loss, though, I can tell you that much. Gluten says Mosaic. Fastest, easiest to get as far as a high tier item? Probably, I guess, just some mid runes. You can pretty much just farm the Countess. You take 2 ists to get a go. So, you can just farm a Countess, get a couple ists. I did like 500 Countess runs, got 4 ists in that. Probably it was only like 350 runs, got 4 ist runes from the Countess, and you make Mosaic already. It's like... Red Hawk, no news on the new season. Nope. Anything like that. Darth Muller, accuracy better. If you're talking about Barbarian, how to like attack and hit more melee attacks, dexterity and attack rating is what you're looking for. Different ways to do that. Sometimes these guys seem like they take forever. Sure, why not? There's a guy hiding in the corner over here. Oh, Ogrex, I almost did not see that. Almost. Is this hardcore? It could be. Bonix broken ankle, yeah. Unfortunate for them guys. We'll see what happens with that team. Yeah, Mega Dringus. Seahawks did absolutely trounce the 49ers. I thought it was going to be kind of a blowout. Yeah, and it was. It was about exactly... It might have even been worse than I suspected it would be, to be honest. Rams versus Seahawks, huh? Calling for the upset, I think. Aren't the Bears favored because they're at home against the Rams? Thought it was like they're favored by like 1.5 or maybe 3 points or something. Nothing crazy, but. Vlad said the Seahawks made the Niners look like they didn't deserve to be there. Yeah, I mean, they probably didn't. But according to the record and what they won and lost, they did, so. Scoop says, don't the Seahawks win the Super Bowl every time there's a new pope elected? Is that a real thing? Is that one of those strange stats that is too crazy to not be true? But every time, though? Like, you're telling me in 1458, when there was a new pope selected, the Seahawks won the Super Bowl? Impossible. And George says, I gotta look this up. It sounds like one of those things that's so crazy that it might be true. Like the last 3 popes in a row or something, they won the Super Bowl or something. Lat says he thinks that both games today are going to be good. We'll see. I'm so... With Nico Collins being out, how much does that change that team? The Rams, Bears. I mean, good game. I guess it'd be a good game for, like, the average Joe to watch. Yeah, I guess. See, I wonder, like, is it possible that, like, the Bears and the Rams could both lose today? That'd be great. That'd be, like, the best case scenario. Not possible? All right. 4 Lions, I know, right? 4 Lions. Too many injuries 2 years in a row and couldn't overcome. Could not overcome. You're surprised I didn't hear this? There's no reason for me to really hear that. Pretty random stat. I mean, I could have, but like pretty random. That sounds like an ESPN stat, I'm gonna be honest. Like every time the dairy industry's milk production is over 157 million gallons, the Bears always go 10-5 or better. It's, you know, one of those stats. Oh, there we go. Another rune, at least. Not quite the serve from before. But we're not mad about a Mal rune. Ooh, yeah. Get a little clipperoonie on that. Hey, we still got a chance for more. Al's mask, don't need the 7,000th one of those. And nothing. Garth Muller crushing P8. Congrats on that one. Half a mosaic right there. See? Yeah, that easy. What about Stafford? Aren't rooting for him? Not really. I don't hate Stafford, but I wouldn't say I'm rooting for him. That's for sure. And then, of course, I'm not rooting for the Bears because, like, last season in the playoff, Ben Johnson, like, he completely mailed it in and didn't even, like, you know, he was obviously paying more attention to, like, what his interviews were going to be like for his head coaching positions than he was game planning for the playoffs. So, really, that in combination with a lot of other things like the injuries and stuff last year made it so we lost in the playoffs when we should not have, in my guesstimation, and then... So there's that. I don't hate him for it. I get it, but I do hate DeAndre Swift, though, with a burning, burning passion in my soul after what he did in Detroit. He would actively fake injuries regularly so he wouldn't have to play. Pretty much every season he played for the Lions, he would all of a sudden magically be, like, injured after they were out of the playoffs. Every season. And he would just fake injuries, so. Burning... deep passion of hatred for DeAndre Swift. And then with how everybody was like gassing up Rome at the beginning of the season because like he was getting super lucky with some touchdowns. Not that I dislike it, not that I hate him either, but like, yeah. Marty said the ESPN said a 38% chance of the Bears winning tonight. Interesting. I thought the Bears, with being home and stuff, I thought they were actually favored, but I guess it's either wrong or changed or whatever. Yeah, not sure. A guide for this build. I have an older guide just kind of like showing the build, not in its like perfect form or anything like that, but I do have an older video. The Cairo from a couple of years back. Just kind of like, look, you can do a werewolf on a Barb. Isn't that crazy? Kind of video. Yeah, maybe I could. I should probably do a refresh on that. Probably with what I'm rocking now. Probably a good call. The Bears win. It'll be a fourth quarter comeback. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much just inevitably proven. You know, the Seattle's going to win the Super Bowl because I mean, they did select a new pope recently, right? So I mean, it's like pretty much a done, foregone conclusion. Do I like Adidas? I've never crossed my mind, OG, whether to have an opinion of like or dislike on Adidas, to be honest. Never crossed my mind. Bears plus 3.5, huh? Okay. Maybe I looked at it backwards or something, Marty. Possible. Cheapest Uber build is. I mean, you can do Ubers with almost nothing. Smiter with a black flail. Probably get away with not even having that. Like, specifically the shoe quality, you're saying, huh? I don't think I've ever had a pair of Adidas in my life. Maybe like an old pair of Adidas like baseball cleats when I was a kid or something, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't ever recall ever owning a pair of Adidas. Most random question I've ever been asked. I can't repeat that on a stream, to be honest. People hop in here and just ask the weirdest stuff sometimes. The weirdest. If Seattle wins because of their defense, well, I mean, kind of. Their defense is really good, right? Where am I going? I was just like zoned out for a second, not running the right direction. I'll just go to a different act to repair, actually. But yeah, it will be because the parts of their team that play football are why they win, yes. How do you know which weapon to have on your main hand? I mean, that's a very broad question for a lot of things. What build you're doing, all kinds of different... I mean, I don't know. Your best one, I guess, is the shortest answer, I guess, for the most part. Huh. George said the only time Seattle won the Super Bowl was 2014, which it would have been like the 13th season. So yeah, they won one Super Bowl one time when a pope was ordained. According to George's Googling, I'm guessing. That ain't Falco. What's going on, Falco? And Juan, what's going on, Juan? Brand of shoes does Walmart sell? I don't know. That's a pretty random one. I can't answer that for you. Oop. Good luck, Juan, on the call to arms roll. 6 battle orders. Here we come. Oh. All the small charms. All the garbage. Yeah, Fishaholic, true story. 50% of your comments, I just shake my head and don't read them. I mean, every once in a while. 50% may be exaggerated, but 421. Oof. Sorry about that. Oof, oof, oof. George, if the AFC team wins, it's probably just because they scored more points than the NFC team in the Super Bowl. Let me think about that. Yeah, you know what? I think that checks out. That would have helped a little bit. Six enhanced damage. Ooh. Marty talking about Shaq's shoes. Yeah, I guess I forgot that he had them sold at Walmart, like, intentionally for not super expensive or whatever. Forgot about that. Ooh, they're hitting pretty hard at this Midor. I gotta get rid of this guy. Whoever's doing that. Was that one? Maybe this one? Fort Rune. Got me excited for a second. Like nothing good in there? George, just do a favor and hit that like button. Good call on that one. YouTube, make sure you hit that like button for... actually, it increases your high rune drop rate by 1,000%, allegedly, according to sources. So, yeah. George says, hidden GG track in the music. Hidden GG track according to George, anyways, in the music. They're also GG. How do you even pick, right? Gold Grand. Ooh, ethereal. What's this thing called again? Got the 10 DR and the different resistances on it. Can't remember. Crown of Thieves. There you go. Not the one I was thinking of either, though. I was thinking of the Rock Helmet. But I knew it was one that was sort of neat to get. Sort of neat. Rockstopper was the one I was thinking of. You are right. You are right. Still cool, though. Maybe we'll see if I have one. Maybe I'll keep it for a little baby trophy. Not the craziest, like, oh my gosh, it's so valuable trophy, but, you know. Exactly. Biv. Budget. Merkelm. Exactly. Get that gold find on the Merc too. Right. Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing right now. Wet Leaf still looking for the Trangs. The wing is the head, right? Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's one of them ones you just got to blast for. I think that the Trang's head thing, I think it's like more uncommon because it's a class specific item. So it's kind of more uncommon than it seems it should be. Ooh, after 12 already, huh? Not going to be a crazy long stream today, but we're definitely going a little bit longer here. That it's an elite base. I thought I could be wrong, but I didn't think it was the highest level. But definitely a don't quote me on type of situation. Definitely. I started a Zealer one time. I tell this story whenever I find this thing. And I used this for a while because it attacked so fast. And when I'd farm players 1, I did like enough damage, especially I think I had like Goblin Toes or Gore Rider or something with the Crushing Blow and stuff. But the Frost Nova, staying alive was my biggest problem. So the Frost Novas constantly going off would freeze the whole pack all the time. And that way I could get more damage with Might, but still be chilling out the pack, being able to survive and stuff. Kind of a funny little, when you find some little thing that works for you at the time. Goltonator, I don't know what you mean by 3 ists for Infinity. Confused. Bill's confused. George says, why am I... Must have the wrong weapon out. Yeah. Uses that Crown of Thieves for his gold find Barb Merc. Yeah, that's about the one of the only main uses for it, but yeah. Generally, I'm not too much of a gold finder, so... Obviously, if you're somebody who doesn't like gambling, you're not going to like gold finding, probably. So, but yeah. Ooh, come on. Marty said I'm right. What? They're the first time for everything. Yeah, let's go ahead and why don't I go ahead and gander at go detour drop odds calculator. Let's see where we can find it at. We'll just go. Yeah, why don't we just go players 3? Let's just say you get 300 Magic Mind. Why not? We're just gonna go non-terror zones because we're gonna just talk about where you can find it at. We'll start with bosses. I'm gonna go hell difficulty, set items, triangles, wing. Boop. Look at that, only 1,300 runs from Andy. Look at that. Look at that. A little behind chat there, but 1,300 runs. That's no time at all. Wait, Andariel, where would Mephisto be? Way down here at... Oh, did I not do the probability right? Oh. So Andy from Hell is the best. Let's just because you could do something like Diablo or something, or Bale will have better odds at some point maybe, but like Nightmare. We'll check it just in case. But the thing is, you can't run Bale, you know what I mean? Like, and actually Bale and Diablo are the same as Hell Andy, so they're actually the same as Hell Andy, so it looks like Hell Andariel, unless there's some crazy super unique thing. Ooh, the Cow King. Cow King's the best for finding stuff. You do that one Barb thing where you do 783 takeouts, take them out that many times. Used find item, so you cut this number in half. That's 1 in 390 runs. Then the Summoner. Ooh. I did not expect that. The Countess, actually? That's wild. I didn't suspect that. Wow, the odds are not great. Now, this cow level running from the Cow King, it's not actually going to be really super efficient, to be honest. It's going to be Andariel. Only if you have, like, the exact map that I have for my Barbarian is the only way that you could, like, make that argument, and you spammed it really good. How about, like, regular unique monsters? Just a random unique fallen, 1 in 29,000. I thought the super uniques, I thought Pindle or something would be up here, to be honest. Neelathak, Bishibosh. They're all, like, the same, pretty much. Where's Pindle at? Oh. MNOP. So 1 in 17 here. I mean, it's not much different than all the rest of them, to be honest. I mean, 1 in 15, 16. The summoner, I can't believe that's there. Cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. Interesting, though. Actually, real quick, could you find that from Nightmare Kindle or something? The odds are Neolith 68. They're even worse. Rush Shock. Actually, it's like the same from Nightmare. Interesting. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Found Cow Bling. No. I don't think there's no Cow King amulet, I don't think. Unless I'm like brain dead here. Wet Leaf said you got the Cow King directly on top of the portal. Well, yeah, I guess maybe in that case you could get away with it where you chop out the Cow King super fast and item find them and then boom, spam it over and over again. Could do that. From the looks of the drop odds calc. Try and do that for like 800 runs. You could. Because if you use find item, you'll have you know, like a 75, it's kind of like a 75% chance of getting a second drop. So it should only take you by the odds anyways. Not half, but a little more than half. We'll call it 1 in like 450. Just a guess on the number, but yeah, I do want to actually test that out a little bit in the future here. Like maybe try to do 500 or something runs of the Cow King in that way. And I kind of wanted to, I kind of wanted to set it to make them all terrorized too. Like just blast it so it's even crazier. Like I'd find a Cheryl Smite or something. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, SOJ, boom! Oh, next time. Jeweler's Curse, Shield of Deflecting. Next time. Let's see. How much did I miss up here? Oh, Goltonator up there a minute ago. Yeah, sorry I missed that. Your comment from before there. So you need 3 more Ist runes worth of like runes on single player to cube together to get Enigma. Gotcha. Gotcha, okay. Summoner underrated, says Juan. No, 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 no. Summoner overrated. Never find anything good from that guy. That's why I was so shocked that the guy never drops anything good. Agree to disagree. Grace, what's going on? Welcome in. Ugh, Summoner, dude. Just thinking of farming the Summoner again gives me creeps. How bad it is. Disgusting. I think one time I got like a Shaco from the Summoner because farming him for keys and stuff. But hey, if you're going to be farming Trav, Gold Find Assassin, you're using Shadow Disciplines, like a Mind Blast Gold Find Assassin for Trav. It's a good charm for that, isn't it? Good charm for that. Woo! We'll see. Maybe I'll replace a... I feel like I don't have many of those types of charms, Shadow Disciplines. Even though I don't use them ever, but... The Ko-Rune. Ko-Rune's cool, but I don't keep them anymore. Got a cool name. I like Ko. Mind Blast Gold Find Assassin. Doesn't everyone do that? I thought that was like a good one that everybody knew. Bob says Phil knows his stuff. followed by Googling questions. Oh, yeah, sure. I know a thing or two. I don't know everything. There's no doubt about that. Upping an ethereal shaft stop. There's been instances I've heard of people doing that. I used to have a friend that when I got back into D2, he's the one that kind of got me back into playing, actually. And he was like, well, this is probably the worst part of the story that'll probably upset a lot of people, but he was huge into JSP and stuff. But he was all into like playing hardcore and gambling and JSP and PvP and like everything. I don't even know how he was into everything so much, but he used to buy sets of ethereal shaft stops from like dudes that would probably obviously had to be bots, but he would buy 20 ethereal unidentified shaft stops at a time and identify them and hope to get one that was perfect, because he like viewed it as like gambling essentially, you know, because if there was a perfect ethereal shaft stop, then you upgrade it and socket it and I don't know, put a 4015 in it or something, I don't even know what, and it was worth like way more than what you paid for the 20 ethereal shaft stops you traded for. But yeah, that was a long time ago. Goldenator says not Mind Blast, Psychic Cameras is where it's at, huh? Okay. What's the use case? I don't know. I never asked, to be honest. I never asked him, and I mean, obviously Ethereal, you'd think Mercenary, but I couldn't imagine him using on Mercenary, and I don't PvP, so I don't know if it would. Does PvP, in PvP, does your gear break eventually? I thought it did, but it's one of those things that I never asked and no one ever told me, to be honest, and I don't PvP. I don't like to do it. I never just liked it, so. Like if you use an ethereal armor in PvP, maybe if you're that hardcore dedicated to PvP, even if it did break, you would use it just for the time until it broke, because the extra defense would be that important. I don't know. PvP is not my strong suit, so. Fishaholic got a gilded, so that would be, you're talking about a, whatchamacallit, why is my brain melting? Herald of Zachroom. If it was unique, that is. George said that would explain why it's so expensive. If they do eventually break, but you would want to use them in PvP, so they're like expendable. And Smolf said you Zod it. Yeah, you'd probably, maybe. Goldenator says Jeweler of the Whale, the best ones. I mean, they can't be the best in every circumstance, can it? Literally every build, Jewelers of the Whale is the best thing you can have. Yeah, I don't know. I do know I've seen / heard there's all different kinds of PvP too, though. Like, I don't know. What's my gear? Oh boy, all kinds of stuff. Grief, Wolf Hollow on the head. All kinds of stuff. The Wolf Hollow is obviously the most important. That's why I wolf it up. George says, whatever this track is, this is the GG track. I don't even know what this one's called. I'm gonna think it's called Melodic Gent in C minor. I don't know what it's called. Let me look it up. What's this one called? Oh, it's called Hefty Backing Track in D minor. Hefty backing track in D minor. Vagrant, welcome in. What is a wolf barb? Barb that's a wolf. Bob says it's a lot to learn in D2, a couple months minimum. I mean, depends how in depth, but it takes a long time to learn stuff, yeah. Yeah, Marty up a minute ago here is talking about the armors. It depends on the PvP matchup, really, is what you kind of for what gear you'd need. I could kind of believe that. Vagrant, you're going a little bit spammy there, buddy. A little bit on the spam side. Jam day today, says Ari. Could be. Is this considered a strong build? I guess so. It is high. I mean, this is player's 3. It's no Hammerden, but like, it's comparable to like the other Barb builds, I guess. But I mean, any build when it requires one literal exact piece of gear to be able to play, it's always a bit. I don't know what word you want to put on it. I call it, it's a bit of a meme when you literally have to have one exact particular piece of gear or it doesn't function literally at all. Like you literally can't use it. Like you just can't do it. Not like it doesn't function good, like you literally can't do it, so. They're Aquamaestro. Not sure how to pronounce that, but you say you're 37, just started playing D2. Legend who? Great game. Great game. Welcome into the D2 community. I guess I found item everything. I kind of forgot what I was doing there. Fishaholic, you know a guy who makes how-to videos? I might know a guy. See, Bob Ballard said never used Wolf Howl before, so it seems cool. Yeah, it's kind of why I decided on it. It's just different, and you know, you use the lycanthropy on it and whatnot, and the feral rage and stuff. I just thought it was different, you know, do something a little different. Wicked Ball, yo, welcome in. Yeah, you're Vagrant, you're all good. Summoner is immune to dropping keys today. Yeah, Johan, that's one of the reasons I don't like the Summoner. I feel like even though it's not what the drop odds calc says, it honestly seems like the Summoner's drop odds are like astronomically less than like Neolithic and the Countess. Due to my... Where's one that's not immune to... Due to my own anecdotal evidence. Johnny, I think that's how you pronounce it anyways, says collects rares that proc Nova. All right. Going something quite a bit off the beaten path there. Donald Halou. Arcane Goat for high runes. It's all right. I think it's good. Just my take, anyways, for kind of lower, not lower level, but like, you know, budget characters that can't blast somewhere else is slightly better, but you know, teach their own. It's not the same old Chaos Sanctuary runs again and again and again either, I guess. So a little different switch up. Vagrant said he can never get the gear to play solo. Haven't played since Quad Res. Interesting. But just that. Literally only that. Ooh, JMod. Yeah, it can be time consuming, and you gotta... I feel like you almost have to know what the best way to do it is so that you don't get discouraged, you know, from, you know, blasting for a long time and not finding it. Things are much more rare to find in Uncommon in D2 than they are in, like, most other games. Which is also why they're so exciting to find. On to Sir, congrats on that one. Goltonator with the Sir rune. Zune, rocking a Grief, of course. Grief is, for the price, it's like incredibly powerful. Just incredibly. Viv says D4 has a similar Uber fight now to like D2 Ubers. That's interesting. Guess copy a winning formula, I guess. It does kind of check out though, because I don't like farming Ubers, so it would make sense that D4 would take that part of the game. Ooh, my gosh, what's going on over here? We got a conviction order on this joint. You went crazy with a Poison Nova Dagger build? Ooh. If you were anything Poison Dagger, you're going to have a hard time. Poison Nova on a playthrough, too, is probably pretty tough. Yeah, that is one thing that, depending if you play the wrong build on a playthrough, it's going to be a drastically different experience. Okay, alright. That's one you lose your mind on if you find it on a playthrough, or like the first couple days of ladder. Gotta drop this gold. The Beast for Fanaticism, nice touch. Yeah, someone in chat shouted that out. I didn't really think about it. I forgot about it. Didn't think. Get an extra 3 to lycanthropy too. Legendary. I don't know that stacks with the wolf owl. It probably doesn't. I don't remember how offhand O skill, I guess is what it's called. How that works. I forget. I'd have to. Boy, it's something you think about once every 7 years, and like, how do you even remember? But oh yeah, gold drop off. Gotcha, Bib. Bib describing there the Uber fighting D4 essentially. You need a Merc with a polearm that does lower res. There isn't really one of those. I mean, are you talking about Infinity with Conviction that will lower res, or do you mean one that actually casts lower res? Because there's none that actually casts lower res, but you're probably thinking of Infinity would be my guess. Isn't there Act 5? Isn't what's that one that casts lower res on striking for the Act 5? That sword uses a Cham. Is it Plague? Yeah, Plague. Yeah. I don't know why today everything is slipping my mind. I just can't remember anything today. More so than normal even. Just nothing. Bagran said, couldn't get into the D4 expansion. Yeah, I never played any of the expansions. I bought the game initially, played the first few seasons, and then kind of when the next expansion came out, I was like, man, forget about it. I'm over this. D4 was a game that, honestly, I enjoyed a lot more before they started making more changes to it. Like, when people, quote-unquote, liked it less, I guess, is when I liked it more. When all, like, the D3 players that were playing D4 were, like, complaining how they didn't like D4 because it was too hard and they couldn't find these items and stuff, and that's when I liked it more, to be honest. But everyone's got a differing opinion, you know? Did we enjoy the moment the Bills lost? I wasn't really watching too closely, to be honest. Actually, I was at the having a drink at the bar with some friends and stuff. So I mean, I was kind of paying attention, but we were chatting it up a bunch, and I kind of missed it. But who functions on a Sunday? That's true. And like I said, I did have like 5 or 6. Like, we went to a brewery. So I had like 6 different craft beers. And I feel like if I just had one kind, it's fine. But like anytime I have like a porter, an IPA, a wit, a stout, you know, I don't know, just all these different kinds of beers, that gives me the worst headache. The worst. Like if I just had like 5 porters or something, then I'd be fine, but having a bunch of different kinds, it always gets me. Always gets me. No good. Don't think I'm missing anything. There's so many items I keep thinking that I'm missing anything. Zeef, any horking luck? So far today, just not a whole lot. But having a good time either way. Ari says, can't get used to anything but D2. D4 ain't the game. Yeah, I wasn't, I enjoyed D4 at certain times, but like I said, you know, doesn't measure up to D2. I don't know why, I just want to find some crazy at next. Don't even know why. People says playthrough for you, 1 and done for D4. Yeah, I did more than that, but I'll be honest, I thought the playthrough was actually, I enjoyed the playthrough pretty much. There was moments, I guess, like following, was it Wariv or whatever? While he's just like wandering through the desert with the camel. I forget. Or is that Mashif? I can't remember, but I think that was Mashif actually. But that was dumb, and there's a few dumb parts like that, but I thought the campaign was actually good, kind of, sort of. I really, honestly, I want to go back and play it because I thought it was good. Haven't played it, but that's part of the thing why I thought it was a mistake them having you able to just skip the playthrough. Like you didn't have to do a playthrough of the game at the beginning of seasons. Even though sometimes people complain about it, I think it's a net positive. Like leveling through the game in that manner. I think it's one of those things that people complain about, but they don't realize while they're doing it, you know, that it's actually better. Oh, I always like the super high enhanced damage, and I just decided to identify this one for whatever. And 369% enhanced damage. Got a little life leech on there too, so you don't need to get that anywhere. Everything else not crazy, but I like the enhanced damage. Cool. I keep these for trophies, even though, you know, for it to be like worth 70,000 burrs, it's got to be better, but you know. Cool. Wicked Ball saying hit that like button on YouTube. Yeah, make sure you hit that YouTube like button. Much appreciate it. What time we got here? 12:30. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. What difficulty to find Warcry spears? I've only ever shot for them in Hell. I don't know if you have to be in Hell difficulty or not, but Mala Act 5 of Hell difficulty is the only time I've ever shot those, so. If there's some, you know, if you could do them Nightmare and maybe, yeah, I'm not sure on all that. He says he thinks D4 is no good. It took away the renown and made it a seasonal task thing. Yeah, I don't know if renown was really one of the things that I really cared too much about, but whatever. Where like when you would do quests near towns, then you would like gain renown or whatever. Like I feel like they had that renown system kind of in Fable, right? Kind of like that, where the more quests you do, the more people you help, the more people would like you, type of thing. I don't remember exactly how it all went, though. Playing Whirlwind Barb and looking to find them. But yeah, the only I've found some 3 to Warcry, you know, around, but generally people talk about shopping them from Mala here. What if I found them right off the bat? You can get them in this stuff too, actually, but they have weird requirements sometimes. So yeah, then you can put a portal and go back and come back here and blah, 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 over and over. Oh, I forgot. Is it like right now? Okay. All right. Yeah, I got to go, fellas. I forgot about something because I'm dumb. Got to take off. So appreciate y'all a bunch. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful weekend. And keep slaying. Oh! My bad, I'm taking off so quick, but gotta go.